Hi, it's me, the person with the terrible Resident Evil takes. The one that dare say Resident Evil 3 Remake is a good game.
Okay.
This is the 5-year anniversary of Resident Evil 2 Remake, and there was this misconception in my previous RE3R video that that game was my first game, which is not actually what I said in the video. What I said was it was the game that got me into the franchise. And to elaborate a bit further on that, I didn't play Resident Evil 2 Remake when it first came out. Later in 2019, I saw the reveal trailer for RE3R, and for those of you who don't know, prior to playing the games, the only Resident Evil knowledge I had was from researching the games after watching those movies. I do really like those movies, it's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine, and my favorite character from that series was Jill Valentine, especially in Resident Evil Apocalypse. So when the remake of 3 was revealed, I for the first time ever actually became hyped for a Resident Evil game. And so just prior to RE3R's release, in 2020, I decided to play through Resident Evil 2 in preparation for it. I want to make it very clear, I wasn't a converted Resident Evil fan yet at the time. But I did genuinely really enjoy my time with Resident Evil 2, and what I enjoyed the most about it was how the game made me feel. I honestly can't think of another time, apart from Alien Isolation, where I was truly immersed and actually terrified in a game. Like seriously, during my playthrough of RE2R back in 2020, I was being chased by Mr. X in my dreams. I'm not even joking, it was actually kind of traumatic. No other Resident Evil games I have played has managed to capture that feeling since, and while I loved my time with Resident Evil 1, it also didn't manage to capture that feeling either. I have been meaning to do it for a long time now, but I was just kind of waiting until I finished the Resident Evil 1 remake. So now that that's out of the way for me, I thought for today's video, let's jump back into Resident Evil 2 Remake and have a look at what makes that game work so well, and while doing that, getting harassed by Mr. X once again. Honestly, Raccoon City must be an absolute shithole for the fact that, like, they've got to boast about being the home of a pharmaceutical company. God, imagine if petrol was this fucking cheap in real life, my god. But yeah, I've chosen to play as Claire to start off this game because that's how I originally played through the game. I played through Claire's campaign first, and then I went back and played through Leon's. Oh, there's something gnarly going on in here.
Stay back, man. I got this.
I don't think he's got this. Buddy, that is unfortunate. Your leg's over here. Run. Oh, fuck. I made a mess. I ran down the wrong one first. That's my bad. Oh, and here he is.
No, don't shoot. Get down.
There's Leon. But yeah, that's kind of how this game operates, is you have two scenarios, an A and a B scenario, and you can kind of choose which character you want to play as first and which character you want to play as second. I mean, just look at this. Like, this is such a just well-designed place. Now, I do believe this is exactly kind of how it's designed in the classic games as well. Again, I think another thing, talking about the graphics, is I think the character models in this game, specifically Claire, I just think look slightly off. And I think that's something that they've definitely gotten better with RE3 onwards, is their character models. Because I don't know what it is about Claire, like because Claire doesn't look bad. It's a good character model, she looks fine, but there's just something off about her. Honestly, I think it's actually like how her eyes animate. I think it's just in that cutscene especially, just the way they like animate her eyes. I don't know, it just looks really odd. Now, much like the original games, this game actually has a much bigger horror focus than what Resident Evil 3 does. Resident Evil 3 and 4 especially are much more action-focused games, where this one is very much like the original. It's a much more horror-focused title. And we see a lot of that here at the RPD. As this game kind of progresses, the action, they kind of up the ante a bit with the action, but I mean, as you can see, we've got a dark corridor here, some really sinister music in the background, like, we were just in the bright open space of the main hall before, now we're in here. If you guys haven't seen my Resident Evil 3 video, I did actually say that in that video, that I definitely prefer the gameplay of this game and Resident Evil 1 over the gameplay of Resident Evil 3. and 4, I definitely like the more horror focus. And I think that's something that's really been lacking with the more modern releases, especially Resident Evil Village. Alright, just run past. We don't have a lot of ammo, so we need to try and conserve some ammo. Oh, they're really coming for us now. So this is why I grabbed the knife. It's so I could do that. Nope, can't go out there yet. Alright. So I guess our only option is to go... Oh my god. That was a bit cheeky. What's this? Health spray? Yes, nice. Alright. I've already been overwhelmed and I'm dead. Oh no, I'm not dead. I'm fighting back. What I like about this opening is they kind of just throw you straight into the deep end of the horror. No holding your hand. I love that the RPD just has like a secret passageway. And this is basically the ultimate goal of the RPD section of the game, is we've got to find the 3 medallions to put in these slots here, because this actually opens up into a secret room which leads to a secret passage, because for some reason this police station has secret passages and shit. Rather than having a very linear environment where you just go through the story, it's a bunch of environments that kind of have their own progression. And this is one thing about this game as well that you don't get in Resident Evil 3, is the dismemberment. You can do that, and it basically immobilizes the zombies, making it more difficult for them to get you. Think from memory, if I open this, a zombie falls out. Yep. Let me just slice him up a bit. I wonder, can I dismember him just by doing this? I'm just dealing with this situation now, so I don't have to deal with him later. Alright, well at least that zombie's not going to be a problem for later on. Here we go, we found one of the keys, so that opens up a door, which I believe might be the door down in the office downstairs that goes back to the main hallway. Okay, that was a liquor. Shit, seems like this game's introducing liquors pretty early on. Oh, if there was going to be a liquor anywhere, it would definitely be in here. More ammo. Man, I'm stocking up on ammo. I was going to say, unlike some other Resident Evil games where you always have ammo, this game's very sparse with its ammo, but then as I was going to say that, I'm just picking up more ammo. Maybe we could deal with these guys down here later. Oh, never mind. Fuck, I'm going to have to deal with them now. That's a lot of what this very early, like, Resident Evil gameplay is about. It's just about kind of shooting the zombies and trying to avoid them so you can preserve your ammo for later on. It also makes a lot of sense why the RPD is the way it is, that it used to be a museum. Because it's such a, like, unique design for a police station. I like how different Leon sounds in this game compared to RE4. Like, I know it's the same voice actor, but he just plays him quite differently. I think when it comes to the ammo too, because we're so early on in the game, maybe the game's being a bit more forgiving with the ammo and making sure we have plenty of it. Where I think later on in the game gets a bit more kind of scarce with its ammo. As I say, picking up more ammo. Alright, what's this? Electrical part. This is the fuse. That's the fuse I need. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. It's this environmental progression you have. There was something else that required a handle. It was over on the other side. So I think this right here, like the RPD, this is why I love the gameplay of RE2 much more than RE3. Because there's not a lot of this in RE3. There is a lot of fucking zombies everywhere though, apparently. How successful shots are a bit randomized. So sometimes you'll shoot a zombie in the leg and it'll take like several shots to knock him down. Other times you'll shoot it once, like with that lady there, you'll shoot him once and they'll just fall down straight away. So these are the medallions here that I need to collect. Now we got a book page earlier that actually showed us the codes for each of these statues. So there's these 3 statues. And they all have things. We've already seen 2 of them. I don't know where the 3rd one is. It might be in that room up at the top. So this is another thing that RE does really well. It doesn't hold your hand. It doesn't give you the answers on how to progress through the levels. It just gives you a simple basic objective. Find the 3 medallions. It just lets you figure it out. And the only way to figure it out is by exploring, is by unlocking new areas and progressing through the areas so you can find things to go, oh, we need to backtrack back to this area. And then get this thing, and then this allows us to do this other thing, and it's kind of like natural progression that you just get as you're exploring. You kind of figure things out, and that's what I really love about this game, and 7 and 1 and that. RE3 has a little bit of it, but it's much more linear. So as we can see, we got the symbols down the bottom, so those are the symbols we're going to match. So we got what looks like the lion's head, a leaf, a plant, and an eagle or something. So let's have a look at this. Let's do this. And there we go. We've got one medallion down. Oh, there's oh god. It's chewing away at me ankle. That's my bad. I kind of ran straight into it, didn't I? Oh shit. Oh shit. It's a liquor. It's a liquor. No. Oh, I'm not a fan of that. Get in here. Don't know if I can unlock this door. I hope I can. Otherwise, I'm going to be stuck in the room with the liquor. Not a fan of that. Just run. That's the plan, I think. Oh god, he's right there too. Oh, I can't get him there. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Oh, here's another medallion, by the way. Let's unlock that. That was a total guess because those drawings are so hard to like decipher. Now, there's so many zombies here. I have to run through like the middle of them. Shoot him in the head. Oh man, he landed on the safe. Damn it. Alright, so let's check that code. Let's see what that code is to unlock this safe. Left 9, right 15, left 7. Unlock that. And oh look, we've got more inventory space now. That was absolutely worth doing. Fantastic. Now I know, you know, to get the high rank you need to have like minimal saves. You know, like the amount of times you save playing a Resident Evil game does dictate what rank you get. I don't really care about the rank personally. Like, it doesn't really bother me, especially now that I've bought all the unlocks on Steam. So I'm just gonna save many times. This is very riveting gameplay. I'm just running around the RPD trying to figure out what to do. Love just how well designed the RPD is. Like how all the rooms, you know, interconnect on different levels, and really something you really truly start to appreciate just the more of it you unlock. Like I do think, well, at least in my view, out of all the Resident Evil games I've played, this RPD is probably like one of the better designed parts of, like, not just this game, but I think any of the games I've played. Like, it's just really well designed. So we jumped forward a little bit into the game. We haven't really missed much. I did the first boss fight with William Birkin. We explored the kind of underground part of the police station, and we also met Sherry, and we had like a little scene with Sherry and William Birkin there. So right now we're trying to obtain a key card. So, but to do that, it's locked behind a room that has like an electronic door. So we need to find some panel parts. Now I've already found one, but we need to get the other one. And right now, I'm kind of just blocked by this helicopter that's on fire here. So let's just unblock that. And you're about to see the reason why I skipped ahead to this particular part of the game. Here he is. It's Mr. X. Oh, shit. Oh, this is going bad. This is going bad already. I don't know if that blinds him, but I'm not going to take the chance. I'm just going to get out of here. Here he is. I thought he was going to climb down the ladder. He actually jumps. Fucking run. There he is. He's so menacing. He's so quick, too, through the door. I think he takes a bit of time to get through the doors because he's so big. So that might give us a little bit of time to get around here. Oh, no, never mind. He's just right behind me still. Alright, now let's just avoid these zombies here. And I'm going to get out my grenade launcher ready for this liquor that's in here. I might try and get through here without having to deal with the liquor if I can. Now, we should be safe in here. Mr. X shouldn't come in here, but I don't know that for sure. So let's just try and be as quick as possible. Now, you can hear Mr. X walk past. Hear those footsteps? We gotta be careful with this liquor. Where is he? Oh, wow. Okay, he's right there. Never mind. There goes my other flash grenade. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Hang on, do I have a key to open this now? Okay, cool, and now I've also got a key to open this. Yep, shit, run, move. So that's what makes this kind of second part of the RPD different to the first, is we now have Mr. X running around stalking us all over the place. So we still have a bunch of stuff here we need to do, but now we have the added stress of having a stalker character chase us around the place. Our rooms are like safe rooms, for example, where Mr. X won't enter. So like I can come here to the door and he'll come straight up to the door, but he won't come in. He just kind of peeks his head in this weird way. For the most part, Mr. X is just roaming the kind of corridors of the RPD. So our ultimate goal is still to find the second panel part. It's somewhere here in the RPD. We've just got to locate it and find it. Oh, you can just hear him walking around. I think he's still out of the corridor. And that's one thing Mr. X does too. If he loses you, He kind of just starts wandering around the place until he finds you again, and then once he finds you, he will just relentlessly chase you. And not a lot of games out there do this kind of stalker character. I like another good game that does it is Alien Isolation. That's another game that gets pretty intense because of how the alien in that game works. Unlike the first time you're in the RPD, there's something really eerie about walking around here now when it's just silent, when you're not hearing those footsteps. There's something like it's this really unnerving feeling. And this whole like backtracking element, but also like Mr. X and everything, all of these elements combined, these are the reasons. I just heard a door. See, I'm fucking paranoid now that Mr. X is hanging around and following me around the place. I'm fucking paranoid. He's coming. Hopefully he doesn't come in here. I need to open this so I can get the hip pouch. Hold on, let me just do it. 203. Perfect. Oh god. No, he's right there. Stop biting me. Get off me. Oh no, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. No, I'm running. I'm running. I'm not dealing with this situation. This is too much. Okay, we're just gonna go in the safe room and hide for a bit. I think that's the strat. He's gonna come in here, isn't he? Oh fuck yeah, he is. Never mind. Alright, we're gonna lose him in here. Run away. Oh, it's so tense. It really ups the like tension in the game. Oh, it's silent. I hate that. I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Oh, that's it there. That's what I need. See, I told you it was in here. That right there, that's the extra part that I need to progress in the game. Whoa, Jesus. Oh god, fuck that. Nah, running back this way. Alright, so here's one of the large gears. So I think there's a couple of gears we need to pick up. There'll be a large and a small one. Fucking hell, man. They just don't give up, do they? Oh, there he is down there. Look, you can see him. Has he seen me? Oh, yeah, he's seen me, so now he's coming up. I was kind of hoping I'd see Mr. X come out this door, but he has. There he is. Oh my god. Yep, there he is. So he just walked his all the way through the entire library just to get through there. Oh, fuck me. Every time I walk in here, that zombie is still there. Oh, and he's lost his hat too. That's unfortunate. Oh, there he is. He's getting up. Does he put his hat back on? Please put your hat back on.
Why won't he just stay down?
No, you're not going to put your hat on? Oh, fuck. But yeah, like the other games do the stalker thing a little bit. Like Resident Evil 3 has that one section where you have Nemesis chasing you. The rest of the game, it's kind of scripted boss battle sequences. And I also talked about a bit about it in Resident Evil Village as well, because kind of Lady Dimitrescu fills the stalker role in Resident Evil Village. But again, it's a very short, like kind of scripted segment. Oh, he's back up there now. In my Resident Evil Village video, I did say that like that part of the game was my favorite part of the game, and I think it is very simply just that simple gameplay structure of having an environment that you need to go through and explore, and you unlock, you know, more of its secrets as you play, and then having a stalker character chase you around the place just to give you that tension. And in that game you also have like the Dimitrescu daughters as well. And I think for me, that's why that's my favorite part of the game, because it is very classic Resident Evil. It's very much like this game. The Stalker is such a great idea, and I genuinely, like, cannot praise the Stalker concept enough. So what I'm going to do, we've still got a couple of zombies left here in this room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these guys out, make a bit of noise, and we're going to see how long it takes for Mr. X to find us. I'm hearing footsteps. Where is he? Oh god, yep, no, he can just come and find you. Alright. So that's just a really great example of how the AI for Mr. X works. You know, you can shoot your gun, you can make a bit of noise in the RPD, and he can track you down. Dude, it's actually, like, so scary. Like, obviously, I've gotten kind of used to it because, you know, I've played this game before, I know what to expect. But like when you first play this game, if you don't know what to expect with Mr. X, it's kind of scary. And even playing it now, I'm kind of like, oh my god, it's very tense. Also, we've got a liquor in here. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, this is just making things more complicated. Let's blow him up. Mr. X is also chasing me. Yep, oh god, there's zombies everywhere. I made a mistake running down this corridor, I really did. I've only been playing this kind of section of the game for about maybe an hour or so. I remember it being so much longer the first time I played this back in 2020. I remember this being such a scary, long experience. He's in here, isn't he? No, fuck, he's in there. He's right there. God damn it. That ruined my whole plan. Fuck, I just wish this was the whole game. I really do. This is just so scary. But it's so good at the same time, you know? So when they said Resident Evil had backtracking, this is what they were talking about. Constantly being harassed. And what I like is I like that the RPD is just small enough. Mr. X is kind of always around. He's always around. He's always nearby. But it's also big enough that it is easy once you open up all the areas and you can run around like I'm doing now. It is big enough that you can still easily lose him. So here we go with the free camera mode on. Now he doesn't know where I am. So right now his AI is trying to find me. Let's see how the workings of the game, like does Mr. X actually walk around the place or does he just spawn in near you and they use sound design to make it sound like it? Okay, so now that part, he seems to have walked away and disappeared, it seems. Oh no, here he is. So it seems like the main hall is always rendered, but like all these other parts of the map aren't always rendered. And so Mr. X kind of teleports through those parts of the map when you're not near there. They only render where you're near it, but it seems like this main hall is always rendered. So like just to provide some context, we're in the little room with all the locked things. So let's see what Mr. X does. I'm so scared because I'm gonna have to be so quick. Please don't walk in the door. Oh no, he's coming in. Fuck, he's found me. Okay, shit, I'm stuck. Hold on, pause. Ah, I can't. Oh no, no. Go, run. Claire, please. I got stuck, I couldn't move. I didn't know why I couldn't move. It's because I had the setting on that my character can't move when I'm in the free cam. God damn it. That was cool though. I liked that. I liked being able to see Mr. X and what like Mr. X does when you're not following him. Thankfully, I actually saved my game not that long ago, so it's not a big deal. There's the big man. Now he's walking through the office. Now I can't hear him at all, so the sound hasn't kicked in for me yet. Now I have set hotkeys this time. This is so interesting to watch, and I did a similar sort of thing in my Resident Evil 3 video where I kind of moved the free camera around in the opening section so you could kind of see the kind of Jill ghost and see how that kind of first person section was done. Oh my. He just walked all over that liquor. So he's still following the path of the RPD, but because it hasn't rendered in, he's just kind of teleporting around different parts. I've collected everything I can collect, and what I've realized doing so is in going around and trying to figure out what to do, I've realized that what I've done wrong here in the clock tower, because remember, I've got to get this electronic part here. What I've done wrong is I've just put these like cogs in the wrong place. And I've been wandering around for so long trying to figure out what to do, and that was all I needed to do. Now that's another difference as well, is Claire's version of this, because both Leon and Claire do this kind of little puzzle minigame where they have to find the parts and then put them in, solve the puzzle, and that gives them access to the area wherever the parking garage key is. But Leon's version of this puzzle isn't up here in the private collection room. It's actually downstairs in the parking garage. So there's this locked door here, and that actually has this whole other area. It's the same puzzle, same setup, just in a different location. So that's just like another little difference between the two campaigns. I have no idea what I just did, but I fucking did it. Alright, now we've got the parking garage key, and we now got this cute little cutscene. Sort of. And so basically what this cutscene sets up our next location for Claire's campaign, and that is the orphanage. And the orphanage is a location that is unique to Claire's campaign. And Sherry's section of the game is essentially a small-scale version of what we have already been doing in the RPD. There's this section where you have to kind of sneak through this room while Chief Irons is hunting you. Like this moment here where I was hiding behind these shelves and boxes and he would walk around the boxes. And while this is only a small set piece and it is very scripted, I think it's just as effective at creating tension, not just because we are playing a literal child, because I think it goes a bit deeper than that, because it comes directly after the part with Mr. X. So with that experience still fresh in our minds, as players we have an understanding of how the game works, so I think there is a psychological element that makes this section more tense than it actually is. Because at the end of the day, it is just a very on-rails scripted sequence. Chief Irons walking around the room isn't actually an AI like Mr. X is. He's just following a direct predetermined path that has been designed very deliberately to be similar to Mr. X. And then of course, as Claire, we have to go through the orphanage and save Sherry, and we have a whole bit with William Birkin and Mr. X once again. And we then get separated from Sherry and we get introduced to Birkin's wife, Annette. And then from there we move into kind of the second half of the game. While in Leon's campaign, we get introduced to Ada Wong in the car park, and she later helps us fight off Mr. X before we detour out onto the street and have a little scene in the gun shop, which this is actually the first time I'm revisiting this scene since playing RE3R, and this scene kind of hits harder having the context of both games. But then from there, Leon and Ada move into the sewers. You have this whole set piece with a mutated alligator. And then you meet Annette, and then she shoots Leon, and you have this playable Ada section. And like Sherry, Ada's section isn't very long, it's very on rails. But as Ada, you actually have a lot more you can actually do, and like in RE4R, she also has her own little fun gadget. This section also actually has Mr. X hunting you down in one part and you have to escape him, and even though I've played this before and knew this was coming, while capturing the B-roll for this section of the video, I immediately felt tense and uneasy the exact second I saw Mr. X through the glass window. So you escape Mr. X, get trapped in this fire trap by Annette, and then get injured, and you have to switch back to Leon, and then you have to go through the sewers to find and rescue Ada. And then from there, once you've done all that, you then move into the second half of the game at the nest. And this is also, I think, the perfect time to mention that Ada does have a different voice actress in this game compared to RE4R. And as someone who has only played these remakes, I'm gonna be honest here, I think Lily Gao suits the character much better. And I know that's another Resident Evil hot take, and I know I said I wasn't going to have them in this video. I'm looking forward to your comments, but that's not to say that Jolene Anderson's performance is bad, and in fact it's quite the opposite. I think as an experienced voice actor, I think she certainly has a stronger performance, and even through capturing this B-roll, I did find myself a couple of points second guessing as to whether or not she was actually better. But after thinking about it for a bit and watching some clips side by side, I'm still going to have to go with Lily Gao here. I think her take on the character and the fact her voice is just a little bit deeper, I think really suits the character better. Or at least this remake version of the character. And I also want to add that I don't even think Lily Gao's performance is even bad. Maybe it's just because I've recently played RE4R in separate ways for the first time, and she sounds fine and she delivers the lines fine to me. Like, I don't really see what the problem is, but what do I know? I've only played the remake. But to me, there's no real point covering this game further because I've said everything I wanted to say about it, both in this video and also in my previous Resident Evil videos. To me, when I think of RE2R, I always think of the RPD. I think of Mr. X chasing you around. So I think this is a good place to end. And now that I've finished RE1 Remake, I'm going to replay this. I think I might delete the save that I've made for this video and start the game again, but this time I'll start with Leon's campaign first and then do Claire as the second run campaign, just to see if there's anything different about swapping the order. And if there is, and I've gotten something wrong in this video at any point in time about the differences between the campaigns, then oh well, what can you do, right? But that does bring us to the end of the video, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you got something out of it. I'll leave my other Resident Evil videos below the like button if you're interested, and of course if you enjoy this kind of casual retrospective look at games, then consider subscribing. I also live stream over on my Twitch and my second channel, Rebelcroft Live, so if I'm ever live and you're around, come say hi. But as always, I'll be back soon for something new. Until then, bye for now.